Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Michelle with Michelle's Jewelry. I'm going to open a box today that I just could not wait any longer to open. I have seen some other ladies open them. I have never opened one of these. This is a ThredUp designer box. I know nothing about designer items. After I watched everyone's collab last week, with Steph Style. She is so awesome. I think she opened several. I love watching her. Miss Stacy over at My Love of Jewelry, Single Mom Review, and the other ladies. Forgive me, I watched you. They got some great stuff. So this is my first ever designer box. For the last couple of weeks, I have not been able to score any blue boxes. They were in my cart several times. It just didn't work. They were out. Nor have I been able to score any fun boxes or jewelry from ThredUp. So I'm sure we'll find something else to get into next week. But I just couldn't wait any longer with this box. I did send out invoices today, and I want to thank each and every one of you for ordering from me. I am very new at this. As I said, I will have to look these items up. I would greatly appreciate some of the other ladies if you could leave me a comment about some of the items, what you would do with them. I will have to definitely search for some of these items. I'm sure. I just hope we got a really good box because they are not cheap. They're not cheap at all. And if you would, I would greatly appreciate it if you would like, share, and subscribe to my channel. That helps my algorithm, helps my channel grow. I'm very new. I'm still trying to grow my channel. And with that being said, let's get into our designer box. Let's hope we got something good. This is the first one I have ever purchased. So, let's see. Let's open it. One of these days, I'm going to get me one of those little knife cutty things. I just couldn't stand it anymore. I have to open this box. I was going to do this camera up. My family worked at home 2 days last week. My grandbabies got out early, and they're out Monday. So, therefore, my week has been kind of upside down. I live close to the racetrack. Very close, as a matter of fact. And during the race, we actually can't even get in and out of our drive. They direct the traffic all one way, and you will not get back to your house if you leave. So, I'm so ready for my regular routine to get back in order. So, let's see what we got. I hope this works, because as I said, I had planned on doing this design face up, and we'll see how this works. If not, I may have to redo it and do it camera up. So, we'll see. This is our first look. You ladies help me out with these items because, as I said, I know nothing about designer items. Okay, this says BB, Balenciaga, Paris. I think that's a nice one. She looks to be in really good shape. Maybe some very light wear right there that could be touched up and conditioned. She could be conditioned. Balenciaga. There is her authentication tag. She needs dusting out good on that side. The zipper works very well. She has a tiny little scratch. You could use a Good conditioning. Let's check her straps. Tiny little wear. Nothing that couldn't be fixed. Very tiny. This is a crossbody adjustable strap. Little scuffing on the edge. Nothing bad at all. Slick on the inside. A Balenciaga Paris. Okay, she's very dusty. She needs a good vacuuming and cleaning. Very nice on the inside. There's some dust going on in here. I'm not sure what that is. Just a good little wipe down. Otherwise, she's in great condition, in my opinion. Wait, let's see. Okay, yes, let's see. That zipper works. Very nice bag. She could use a very tiny scuffing on the edge. That could be fixed. She needs a good conditioning. Very nice crossbody. Balenciaga, I'm not sure. I have no idea what they go for. Some tiny little scratching right there on the top may come out with a good conditioner and cleaning. Okay, a Balenciaga. You ladies tell me what you think. That's a nice piece. I'm tickled I at least got a bag. I was very worried about ordering this box. Next, we have a pair of gorgeous Christian Louboutin Paris shoes. Gold tone. There's her authentication tag. They have these, she has these little gold tone triangle-like studs. There's a little wrinkling and a tiny little scuff on the back. She is marked on her zipper. Her zipper works. Peep toe. It appears they're all there. After I look some of these up, I'll try to leave some prices in the comments. I would greatly appreciate some of the other creators helping me out with this. I think, like, she is a little dirty. That may come out. Let's see. It looks as if that's wiping out. I'm trying to see why they're not selling her. Gold tone. Her edges. There is some light scuffing with this heel's actually. This heel is scuffed a little. You know, you could get you some of that little gold paint, and I think you could clean those right up. Wow, they look pretty nice. I think they're a little dirty. I think this will wipe out. It's wiping right out. Let's look at the bottoms. There's the bottoms. Very light wear on the toes. There's the toes. The little heel tabs are in great condition. They're made in Italy. These are a size 37. This heel is a little more scuffed than the other one. More to the inside. So the color it is, you really can't tell it. Well, I want you to be able to see it well right there. After I list my prices, I'm not sure if the real, maybe the Real will take some of these. I am going to try to drop my link for the Real. I did have if you signed up with me, you got 150 and I got 150. If you send in, I think, 2 pieces worth 200. I did that with Stacy over at Miss Stacy's Jewelry, and oh, I have not dropped that video yet, but there's another ring on there I want really bad. But we'll see. I'm going to try to drop my link. If you would like to sign up with me, that would be awesome. So, ladies, these, other than the scuffing on the heel right here, the insides are great. They look really nice. No wear. I think these could be possibly touched up with, like, you know, a little gold pin or something. I will look them up, see what they go for. As I said, I know nothing about the Big Luxe designer brands because I live in the boonies. Like, if it's not your typical mall brand, I'm just about out there. So, very nice piece. Nice shoes. Very pretty. Gorgeous with Christmas coming up. She has some scuffs on her heels, but we'll see. Please leave me a comment and tell me what you think and what you think about the pieces that you see, because I was so nervous about this box. We have another pair of shoes. We have Jimmy Choo. Jimmy Choo. With the price tag is still in the bottom. Close the door, baby. Close the door quickly. Thank you. I don't know what this tag is from. It's got $368 and $550. These are Jimmy Choo's. Look at these. Oh, here's your back. You have the weave with the gold and silver tone and threaded. Here's your bottoms. Your heels look very nice. No heel drag. Something stuck right there. Ladies, these are almost like new. They do have a little, very tiny bit of wear. Piece of tape there. Like I said, I'm sure, let's see. This will come out. A good wipe down. That's a sticky thing. The straps look really good. There's your authentication. There's your Jimmy Choo on your strap. These are brown, the color for the year this year, especially in the fall. The heels are great. There's your Jimmy Choo on the back. The bottoms are great. What does this say? Returns will only be accepted if this sticker remains attached. Don't know. I'm sure all this stuff right here will come out. Maybe wore once. No, the toes are perfect. Very little wear inside. A little suede brush could go there. These are beautiful. These are beautiful. Trying to find a size. Let's see. These are a 38.5. Made in Spain. I think that's a 38.5. 38.5. Ladies, what is that? Is that a... I'm trying to bend this little sticker over right here. I'm not sure that's what that size is, but these are gorgeous. I'm happy with this pair. Very nice. And these are the color for the fall. Let me know what you think. Like I said, this is my first ever box, so let's hope we get some good pieces and not tore up items. Next, we have, oh my gosh, we have a Gucci. It's a medium. It's a Gucci. Oh my goodness. Ladies, this is the first Gucci piece I think I've ever touched. Oh my goodness. This is like a black, not really velvet. It's textured. This is a sweater. Okay, here's on the end of the sleeve, you can see just a little bit, couple of little places right there, and just trim that up. Okay, here's the issue. There it is. See the holes at the ends of the sleeves? Someone that knitted could fix that easily. This one is not that bad. Just one little spot on that end. This is a medium. Let's see. She's made of 80% cashmere, 20% Pelica fur. Pelica fur. This is fur. Okay. Professional clean, made in Italy. We got a Gucci. Ladies, I'm so new at this. I have no idea. I see people getting things with holes in them. It's this far. The only one I can see is on this sleeve. You could roll it up. You would never see it. I always typically roll my sleeves up anyway, but what a nice piece. Pelican fur and 80% cashmere. Gucci, medium. Wow. Let's check this little top right here. That's just where the fur is attached. Let's look at the back. Let's look at the back. Okay, here at the top of the neck, there's a tiny little spot there. The lady's going to have to help me out with this piece. But right off the top, that's all I see. You could easily stitch this back together from the inside. You would never see it, especially if you wore a scarf. You could do the same with the sleeve. Easy fix. You could stitch this back together with some black thread. Never see it if you roll up your sleeves. If anyone would like measurements on it, you can email me after I do my little research, because as I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. None whatsoever. I would greatly appreciate some advice on what you would do. Zipper works great. So we have Pelica fur. Not sure what that is. And the only thing I see with this piece is at the top of the neck and the back. Let's see, there's a tiny one here and there. This is in the back and on the end of the sleeve. So, Gucci. That's a nice piece. Okay, let's see what else we got. This is Christian Dior. Made in Italy. There's your authentication. Oh, look how gorgeous. She's beautiful. This little sweater. This little ruffle on the front. Trying to look her over. That might be, let's see, what is that? Maybe just a little pull. You can't see it. I'm trying to look them over nice. Okay, there's your stain. Not sure what that is. Maybe a little dawn or something could get that out. I'm not sure. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. Very, very gorgeous. Very gorgeous sweater. She has a stain right there. Those stains. Not sure what it is. Very beautiful. Let's look at the back. Very beautiful. If I miss something, underarms look good. Oh, ladies, this is really pretty. All the buttons appear to be there. If anyone has any tips about this stain, not sure. Kind of, sort of, maybe looks like egg or something. Maybe coffee, I'm not sure. Let's get a size. Does she have a size? One of her little tags is off. Let me see if I can find a size. Okay. Well, I can't find a size in here. This is her inside out. There is no more tags. Tell me what she's made of. She's super, super soft. Very, very soft. I would say probably silk and cashmere. Not sure because I can't find the size. I will have to do some research on her. Really nice. I would say probably at least a medium. All I can find is this little stain on a Christian Dior. Very nice. Very, very soft. This would be really cute with a long sleeve up underneath for winter. Next we have Acne Studios. Here is your authentication. She is a cutoff crop sweatshirt. I think this is just lint. Not sure. She needs a washing. Okay, there's a stain right there. Maybe coffee, I'm not sure. Might could work on getting that out. Acne Studios. Well, quarter length. I love these sleeves. Look, y'all, the hem rolls up. Love the sleeves on that. Love this sagey green color. I can't find a size. No size anywhere. I'll have to get measurements on her, but she looks to be a bigger size. I can't find the tag. Okay, Acne. I don't know why that's upside down. Acne Studio Stockholm. So she does have a little embroidery there. A few little marks. There's some staining right here. Not sure what that is. It may come out with a little dawn. A little stain right there. So she's got some stains. But, no holes or anything. Those stains may come out. I'll have to look her up, and I can't find her size, but I love these 3/4 length sleeves. Those are awesome. Okay, what do we have next? I hope this works out well. Standing, wanted to do a camera up, but my week's been crazy. A Diane and Furstenberg, size 4. Summer dress, very cute. I see already she has a stain on the inside of her collar. On the inside. May wipe out. Maybe a tiny here under her arm. May come out, may not. I'm not sure. Maybe a tiny right there. That doesn't look like sweat stains. It looks like, I don't know, something else. Let's see. This is a gorgeous material. Very long dress. I will have to hang this up. I love these oranges and pinks. There's her another little mark. I will have to look her over better. I have no idea what some of these things go for. Not a clue. She is fully lined. Very, very pretty. Just a quick look over. A nice long. Let's see. Yes, she is long. I'm short. I'm 5'4". Very nice. Let me look at her back. Let's see. There's a tiny spot right there that may come out. Not sure what that is. Look at the purple and the orange and the pink. Very gorgeous sundress. Very, very pretty. Let me check out the bottom. There's a tiny, it's not all the way through. Well, it is. Tiny in the dark spot. You can't even see that. I would wear it, definitely. But like I said, I'm very short, and this one's long on me. This is beautiful. Beautiful sundress. Very beautiful. V-neck. This is her back. She has a little V up the back. Diane von Furstenberg, size 4. I don't see a material mark. Another one I'll have to look up. Very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, ladies. Tell me what you think. Tell me what I should do. Tell me what you think about this box. Nice dress. Diane Furstenberg. We got a Acne Studios Stockholm little crop quarter length. I love those quarter length sleeves. I always roll my sleeves up anyway. She does have a couple of stains. Might could work on those. Love this color. This is my color. We got a Christian Dior. Gorgeous little top. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. So soft. Just baby soft. Baby soft. She had, what did she have? There was a stain here somewhere. Where'd it go? Leave me some tips on what you would do. I'd greatly appreciate. There she is. Actually, she's kind of under. It's the tiny one right there under that, but it's a little yellow. Might get that out. We have a Gucci. Oh my goodness. Ladies, we got a Gucci fur and cashmere medium. Like I said, she had this somewhere. A tiny little hole right there in the neck that you can't see unless you're looking for. Okay, there's 2 tiny little holes. Easy fits. You could just very easily put that back together. Especially if you're handy with a little needle. And this sleeve is worse than the other. Let me put my hand in it so you can see. Let's see. It's right there, if you can see. You could stitch that back up. I always roll my sleeves up anyway. This sleeve is good. Just a little on the edge. Tell me what you would do with this piece. I'm not made listed. Let them be known. Okay, we've got some beautiful Christian Louboutin Paris. Beautiful gold shoes. Really good condition. Just a couple of scratches on the heel. There's the worst part right there on the inside. Other than that, good condition. We got some gorgeous Jimmy Choo. These are beautiful and the color of the year. Very good shape. 38.5. I think that's what that says. Very nice. Somebody had $550 and then $368. I don't know what this is from. If this is the Real Rules tag, I have no idea. I mean, not the real, I'm sorry, Thread Up. I don't know where that tag came from. It doesn't say. So, brown suede, very good condition. And a Balenciaga purse. What do you think? What's the best piece? Which is the best piece? And in very good shape. Very nice shape. And that was it. Ladies, I just couldn't wait. I couldn't stand it anymore. I had to get in this box. Please leave me comments. Tell me what you thought. And let me know which was the best brand. You tell me. And with that, we will see you next week. Have a good weekend.